before we look ahead to this week's action, let's first put a wrap on the week that was with our Week 8 edition of Top Plays and Prime Time Performers. We begin with the Freedom Patriots, one of just two undefeated teams left in all of District 11 and the only unblemished squad remaining in the East Penn Conference. The Pates moving to a perfect 8-0 last week on the strength of a season-high 215 yards rushing at Northampton, highlighted by a personal best $176 from senior Aaron Beat. The 12th grader needed just 16 carries to eclipse his previous high-water mark of 174 yards on the ground back in Week 7. Beat found the end zone 3 times last Friday, authoring scoring scampers of 1, 6, and 9 yards. The senior has now gone over the century mark in rushing in 7 of 8 games this season, scoring at least 1 touchdown every week this fall. He's up to a baker's dozen scores in total for the 2024 season. Freedom faces one-loss Easton tomorrow in the game of the week. The Red Rovers' rushing attack has been all but unstoppable this season, and that continued last Friday when Easton rushed for a jaw-dropping 379 yards as a team on 54 attempts. Senior Dorian Thomas led the way with 154 yards on the ground, finding pay dirt 3 times in total, with scoring plays of 2, 5, and 31 yards. Senior QB Cole Ordway also went over the century mark, while fellow classmate Will Day came up just short of triple digits, racking up 94 yards. Day's 6-yard TD was his 13th of the year. Thomas, meanwhile, has 11 rushing scores. Both backs are averaging better than 6 yards per carry for the season, having amassed over 1,400 combined rushing yards. Easton has won 7 straight, while Parkland brings a 6-game winning streak into Week 8. Trojan senior Leo Dauberman with an impact on both sides of the ball last Saturday as part of Parkland's 33-point victory over Central Catholic. Vikings were driving late in the second quarter when Dauberman forces the fumble before recovering the loose ball and darting 75 yards to the house. That was the Trojans' 4th defensive tutty of the season. Parkland with 18 takeaways through 8 weeks. Trojans' leading receiver then got it done traditionally through the air. Perfect post pattern in the 3rd frame. Asmani Guzman drops it into the bucket. 41 yards on the pitch and catch. The senior up to a team best 19 grabs for 300 yards and a trio of receiving scores for the year. Parkland hosts Whitehall tomorrow, our other featured live game on Friday night. Freedom, Easton, and Parkland, they represent the top 3 teams in District 6A heading into the weekend, while Nazareth is 4th. The Blue Eagles boasting one of the hottest players in the Valley over the last couple of weeks in junior Marquise Wimberly. Coming off a 4-touchdown effort in Week 7, the dynamic tailback followed that up with another impressive showing in Week 8. Wimberly with each of Nazareth's first 3 scores against Bethlehem Catholic. A 1-yard plunge opened things up before a 19-yard scamper doubled the Blue Eagles' lead. The junior racked up 135 yards on the ground on just 13 carries. He then added a 15-yard TD reception as part of Nazareth's 6th win of the season. Over the last 3 weeks, get a load of this, folks, Wimberly has produced over 500 yards of total offense and 10 touchdowns. The Blue Eagles host Northampton tomorrow. From a touchdown machine in the EPC to one over in the Colonial Schuylkill League, Saucon Valley sophomore quarterback Braden Roan has the Panthers' offense humming on all cylinders. 21 points in the second quarter alone last Friday as part of a 36-point win over Penn Argyl. Roan finished 8 for 10 passing for 160 yards and 3 touchdowns. All 3 of those scoring strikes going to senior wideout Jack Robertson, who found the end zone from 20, 37, and 41 yards away. Roan, because that wasn't enough, also added a 49-yard touchdown run as Saucon Valley won its 4th straight game. The Panthers have outscored their last 4 opponents 199-41.